Now we are discussing about the generations of computer. So here is the table for generation of computers. So these we are mentioned some attributes in which are generation period we are mentioned here, and after that some keywords hardware we used in all the generations, and some softwares we used in all the generations. After that uh, some characteristics and some examples of each generation. Now we are discussing from the first generation. First generation time period is 42 to 55, 1942 to 1955. And here we are using hardware vacuum tubes we are using in first generation, and punching cards are used as a secondary storage unit. Here in first generation we are punched card used as a secondary storage, and punch cards are invented by the Herman Hollerith. Now, some softwares we used in first generation are the machine language we used in first generation, and these are used for the all the computers we are used in first generation. And the some key characteristics of first generation is this is bulky in size, highly unreliable because it's too large in size, and it's like a room. So it's a highly unreliable, limited commercial use. It's having on limited commercial use, and due to high bulky in size, and so it is too costly and difficult to use. Only the person who know very well about these computers can use only the system. And some examples of first generation is ENIAC, ADVAC, EDSEC, UNIVAC, IBM 701. So these are the example of first generation computers which we used in 1942 to 1955. Now we move to next generation, that is second generation. Second generation time period is 55 to 64, and in this we are using some hardware things which is transistors we are using as in a operations to perform some operations. Magnetic core memories are used, magnetic tapes and disk secondary storage are used in second generation. Some softwares batch operating system we are using in second generation. High level programming, now we are using high level programming languages in second generation, and this is now is for commercial applications also. We use some commercial application. Some characteristics of second generation is faster. It is quite faster than the first generation, smaller in size, reliable and easier to program than previous generations. फर्स्ट जनरेशन से ये ज़्यादा रिलायबल हो गया था और इजी टू यूज़ हो गया था, and but still it is difficult to use in commercial productions. It's costly also. And some examples of second generation is Honeywell 400, IBM 7030, CDC 1604, and UNIVAC. Uh, so move to with next generation is third generation. Its time period is 64 to 75, and here we are using IC integrated circuit chips we used in as operations, and with the SSI and MSI technologies. SSI is the small scale integration, and MSI is the medium scale integration technologies. We are using magnetic core memories for storage purpose, and capacity magnetic disk and tape secondary storage, and mini computers. Here we are starting to using mini computers. Next is some softwares we are using. This time sharing operating system we are using in third generation, and standard high level programming languages are now we are starting to using in high level languages like C, C++. These are the high level languages we are using in third generation. It is faster, smaller, more reliable, easier and cheaper to produce, commercially easier to use and easier to upgrade than the previous. These are all the easier to use than the previous generation systems, and it is faster than previous generation computers, smaller and reliable. Now we are using it as a commercial use. It's used for scientific and commercial and interactive online applications. We are using for online interactive applications, and some examples are IBM 360, 370, PDP, PDP 11, CDS, CDC 6600. Now move to the next generation is the fourth generation. Fourth generation time period is the 75 to 89. All the books, all the sites having different time duration of the generations. It's not a fixed time period. It's a variable. It's in all the books and sites, and now we are approx taking the time period of all the generations. It's like the fourth generation is 75 to 89. Here we are using integrated circuit, but in a very a large scale. So it's a VLSI technology we use, very large scale integration technology we are using microprocessors. We started in using and semiconductor memory we are using large capacity and hard disk as a built-in secondary storage. Hard disk we are start to use in fourth generation. Magnetic tapes, floppy disks are portable storage media we are using as a secondary storage. Hard disk and magnetic tapes are using as a secondary storage devices, and these are the portable storage media. And we are using here the personal computer and spread the high speed computer network, and networking also used in fourth generation. Operating system, if we are talking about operating system, here is the GUI, multiple windows as a single terminal screen. So GUI is using graphical user interface, is started to use in operating system. And these operating system are multiprocessor operating system, multi-programming operating system, all kind of operating system we are using in fourth generation, and it's now uh, familiar with the peoples because it's a small in size, affordable, reliable, and easy to use in pieces. There are some languages we are using is C, C++ programming languages, and Unix operating system we started to use. General purpose machines easier to produce commercial use. It is very easy to produce commercially, and it's easy to use in commercially purpose. It's powerful than all the previous generations. It's more powerful than all the previous generations. And here is the some examples are IBM PC and its clones, and Apple 11. Now we are using the Apple also. Now in this time period, Apple is also starting we use creates the supercomputer which we are using in this generation. Now move to the next generation is the fifth generation. Fifth generation time period is started with 89 to present. Now we are in the fifth generation, and this is some hardwares we are using in fifth generation is ICs with the ULSI, ultra large scale integration technologies, or multi-core processors we are using in this generation, and large capacity main memory. And it's all the now we are familiar with all the solid state disk and notebooks and computers, and these all are there in fifth generation. And we are this period of uh, we are interacting with the different devices all are in the fifth generation. And it's a world wide web, multimedia application, internet based application, microkernel, all these microkernel, multi-threading and multi operating system, everything is under in the fifth generation. Java, Python and different kind of programming languages are also invented in this time of period, and we are using now the Java, Python and more high level and reliable programming languages in fifth generation. It is portable computers now, handheld mobile smartphones are also in coming fifth generation, and more powerful, cheaper, reliable, and easier to it's more powerful, cheaper, reliable, and easier to desktop machines. Very powerful mainframe and very high uptime due to hot pluggable computers, general purpose machines, easier to produce commercially. It's easier to produce commercially. Some examples are iPads. It's are invented by the Apple companies. iPads, iPhones. These are IBM. notepads, Pentium PCs, Windows PC, Apple PC, and Sun workstation, IBM, and these all Param supercomputer is Indian supercomputer. So all are invented in the now period, and it's working on the fifth generation, and maybe or many more different inventions are generated in the fifth generation. Thank you so much. These are our five generations of computer, and now we are living fifth generation. So this first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and we are discussing about the normal key points are the first generation we are using vacuum tube, second generation we are using transistor, third generation integrated circuit, fourth generation very large scale integrated circuit, and fifth generation ultra large scale integration technologies. If we are talking some softwares, we are using machine language and assembly language. Batch operating system started in second generation, time sharing operating system in third generation, multiprocessor and multi-programming operating system in fourth generation, and multi-threading, time sharing, all real-time operating system are in fifth generation. And we know very well about the characteristics of all the generations. Some examples we already discussed about these all the examples. So thank you so much. I hope you all very well to understand these five generations of computer. Thank you.